And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We have a great show for you today, as always. Be sure to follow me at Takes by Fans on Twitter at Takes by Fans, and come watch live daily, noon Eastern, at twitch.tv/Takes by Fans, or just go to the website, takesbyfans.com. You can go and watch the show right there. Just go to the website, go to the watch category, the watch tab at the top, and then click play, and you are good to watch. So multiple ways to watch. However you want to watch, just make sure you're watching, right? That's the most important thing. We're trying to win you some money out there because, that's kind of what we do here. We're pretty good. Our picks are pretty good. You can go on the site to check our picks daily. We are hitting very, very high percentage. Say 70, I would say 70. All right, today, Saturday show. We got to go over Heat Celtics Game 5. Blown leads. Blown leads is the narrative of the NBA playoffs. I mean, you've got the Jazz blowing a 3-1 lead. You've got the Clippers blowing a 3-1 lead, and then 16-point leads within those games as well. And now you've got the Heat blowing 10-point leads. Those are good leads, but they blow them and then they get blown out. And it's just a lot of leads being blown here in the playoffs. And, we have to kind of start thinking, why is that happening? Is it the neutral court? I'm pretty sure it is. Not having that, the fans to kind of drown out the momentum that's building. Momentum can kind of carry over between quarters and between really kind of possessions kind of easier because there is no kind of crowd that you have to manage. The noise, the hype of that crowd, you don't have to manage it. So I think these neutral courts are kind of affecting, huge swings in games, and it's benefiting teams. It's benefiting the Nuggets. I don't know if the Nuggets had to go into LA for that Clippers series 4 times if they would have been able to, win 4 games. So definitely interesting, this neutral court, and we're seeing a lot of blown leads and a lot of just a lot of blown leads we're seeing, and we get one yesterday as well. Heat looking all cool, comfortable in the first half, but then that third quarter, something clicked in Jason Tatum and company, and they went off. Today also, so we'll cover the Heat Celtics game. I also am changing a pick in our moneymaker for tomorrow. One pick is just not sitting right with me. I picked it, and I'm just not feeling good about it. I've been sleeping on this pick for the past couple days, and I'm just like, man, this is not, I know how this game is going to go, and it's not how I think it is when I originally picked it. So we are going to swap it out. I may be crazy for swapping this pick, but I am going to swap a pick in our 99% guaranteed section. Our lock section is still pretty good, although I do want to talk about a spread because one spread in our lock section is currently going down and not the way that we want it. So we will get into all that, but first let's get into the Heat Celtics. Let's recap this game. Go right into the highlights. It was all Heat all first quarter. They got themselves out to like a 10-point lead in the first quarter. Absolutely fantastic. I thought, we were, cool. We, after the first half, basically, I was like, oh, he got this. And we had them in our moneymaker yesterday. The official line was Heat plus 3.5, but we had to make up for our dumb mistake and go, Heat -6. We had to go all the way 9-point turnaround to Heat -6, and it was looking good in the first half. It was looking real good in the first half, but then the Celtics came along. So here we go. Second quarter, Heat up 9. I mean, they've had this big lead in the first quarter. They carried over. Duncan Robinson was on fire. That man. Everybody was doing great in the first half, but then we get Jaylen Brown here dunking, trying to cut the lead down a little bit in the second quarter. Then we get the Jason Tatum steal. He's able to finish it and cut the lead down to 7. Here we go, Kemba Walker, nice little three-pointer. It is good. Cuts the lead once again down to 5, but it's going to be Duncan Robinson, corner 3. You couldn't stop that man in the first half. So the Heat go up 7 at half, but then it's the third quarter and it's Marcus Smart. This man plays his best basketball in the first 5 minutes of the first quarter and the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, and they start to run here, the Celtics. So they get the 1-point lead. Look at that feed inside by Marcus Smart to Jaylen Brown. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Let's watch this one more time. Look at that pass. Oof. Perfection. So they take a 3-point lead. Udonis Haslem, old school Heat, 3 rings with the Heat, trying to coach up the team, but they weren't listening. They were not listening because right out after that, Jason Tatum, 3-pointer, extends the lead up to 9. Then we get Jason Tatum, mid-range jumper, extends the lead up to 12. Or 11. Then we get Jason Tatum, wide open 3, extends the lead up to 11. Goran Dragic loses the ball. Marcus Smart, once again, a nice little pass to Jason Tatum. He came alive in the third quarter, y'all. They've got a huge lead. We see 11 points here early in the fourth quarter. Make it 14. Jaylen Brown, cold 3-pointer attempt there. It falls, and then we get the steal by Kemba. The pass to Gordon Hayward, good to go. Game is over at this point. Game was over at the start of the fourth quarter, really. Game was over at the end of the third quarter. Game was over midway through the third quarter. The Celtics, they caught fire. And when stars catch fire, they go on to win the game. 121-108 for the Celtics. That's kind of been our narrative this series. Boston has a lot of stars. Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker are certified stars. Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward are kind of like a step, maybe just a close step behind that star level. When we look at the Heat, I mean, do we count Jimmy Butler as a star? That's maybe you can make the argument, and I would not argue against it if you say yes. But Jay Crowder, Bam Adebayo, Duncan Robinson, Goran Dragic, Tyler Hero, I mean, these are very, very maybe 2 steps below star. So the Heat don't have that. They are a unified unit, truly. So that maybe affected this game just a little bit more. We knew that having no star power on the Heat didn't affect them throughout the entire playoffs thus far, but maybe against the Celtics trying to get to the finals, it may be, hey, you need to have a star. Celtics here, Jason Tatum, their star, 31 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, getting it done in the third quarter, got to the line 14 times as well. And then Kemba Walker, 15 points, but 7 assists, putting in the work, being that floor general. Don't need the point guard to score, just need him to facilitate the offense, and that's what he does. Look at this. And plus on the defensive side, in 28 minutes, he was a plus 21 on the floor. That's very, very good. That's very good. So Kemba Walker getting it done on the defensive end and just being that floor general. Marcus Smart didn't need to go off for 20. He had a respectable 12. I mean, Jason Tatum went for 31 and Jaylen Brown went for 28. So where are, the points came from there. They didn't need 20 points from anybody else, but they got solid contribution from everybody else. So this is good. We've got 6 players in double-digit figures. That's exactly what we want. The Heat matched that as well. 6 players in double-digit figures, but the true difference came down to their two stars. Jason Tatum got you 31. Jaylen Brown, I would consider maybe very close to that star level. He put up 28. While we look at Miami, 23 was the leading scorer, and that was by Goran Dragic, and then 20 was by Duncan Robinson. So Jimmy Butler, not even, the leading scorer for his team, not even in that 20-plus points range. So, 6 players on both teams in double-digit scoring, but their scoring leaders individually played a lot better, the Celtics did, than the Heat did, and that's really what it came down to. As I said, Jimmy Butler only 17 points. Tyler Hero had 14 off the bench, which is very, very good. Obviously not as good as his 30 last game, so just Boston, they get the win. 3-2 the series is now in Miami's favor going into game 6, and I still expect Miami to win the series. I mean, they were looking very, very good that first half. Just something clicked. They got really outscored in the third quarter. We know that's kind of the Heat's weakness. They don't always come out in that third quarter. Look at, they won the first quarter by 8. They lost the second quarter by 2, so they're still plus 7 now. Then in the third quarter, they get outscored by 16. So now you're plus 7 going into the half, and now you're minus 9 going into the fourth quarter. They only get outscored by 4 in the fourth quarter. That's not horrible. It's just that third quarter really fell apart. Celtics go on to score 41. Truly fantastic. While the Heat only scored 25. That was really what hurt them, but they were playing fantastic in those first 2 quarters. So heading into game number 6, we're not going to, jump off ship of this Heat team. We're still going to be riding this Heat team. We've seen that they're able to kind of come back from bad performances in games in the playoffs. They only lost one game heading into the series, so they don't really know how it feels to lose, but when they do, they kind of come back and make up for it. That's why when they lost that game against the Bucks, they came right back and won it. That's why when they lost game number 2 against the Celtics, they come right back and win game number 3. So nothing to worry about by the Heat. They still got 2 more games. They have to win 1 out of 2, and I'm going to take the Heat to do that. Do just that, win 1 out of 2 games. I also want to give a little bit of a shout out. Enes Kanter, once again, seeing some minutes here. 10 minutes, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and he was a +3 in those 10 minutes. Fantastic. I love seeing Enes Kanter out there. I think he is better than Daniel Tice, but obviously Brad Stevens is smarter than me. That's why he's not playing Enes Kanter for the 34 minutes that Daniel Tice is getting. But I definitely love to see Enes Kanter out there. I think he is better than Daniel Tice, and I think he brings more. I think he's a better offensive rebounder, and I think he's a better scorer. There was a point in this game, Enes Kanter just checked in, and he had 4 points. They literally put up a stat on the telecast of Enes Kanter, 1 minute, 4 points. The man is an instant offense bucket. Get him out there. Love seeing him play. Wish he would start, but hey, Enes Kanter gets in for 10 minutes. Celtics win the game. Is there a correlation there? Absolutely. So game number 6 will be tomorrow. Cannot wait for that. I think the Heat close it. But tonight, the Lakers are able to close it. We saw the Heat fail to close out 3-1 last night. Will the Lakers close out this dangerous Nuggets team, right? Their Nuggets are down 3-1, and this is when they really flip the switch. So we'll see how this game plays out. I expect the Lakers to close out tonight. Anthony Davis was questionable when I was looking at it last night, and I'm just like, he's questionable. He's going to play. Anthony Davis will play this game, no doubt. Everybody for the Lakers will play this game, no doubt. This is a closeout game for the finals. They will all play, no doubt. But we are still going to be rocking the Nuggets in our moneymaker, I think. If the spread is still 6, 6.5, 7, which it has been consistently in the series, we have to take the Nuggets. 6 points is a lot for any basketball game. And now we're talking about the Western Conference Finals in an elimination game for the Nuggets, when they've proven time and time again that they will come out and play. And even if they're down 16, it doesn't matter. They will erase that lead going into the fourth quarter, and they will win the fourth quarter, and they will win the game. They will go down 3-2, and then they'll do it all over again for Game 6, and they'll do it all over again for Game 7, and then they'll get to the finals. I don't think that will happen, but they've proven that that could happen. But Lakers, they win by 6 in game number 4 2 days ago, and I think the Nuggets +6 is still a safe bet. Let's check what this is. Nuggets lost game 4, and Jokic only put up 16 points, and they only lost by 6. So, that's really comforting. If you're a Nuggets fan, you're like, oh, Jokic didn't play well and we still almost won? That's a good sign, because we know Jokic is going to go for at least 20 this game. He's going to. He doesn't score less than 16 often, so definitely, look at this. The spread is coming down. We see Vegas. They're starting to catch on a little bit, and it's weird that they're doing it in this series. We've been having free Heat money literally the entire playoffs, and that line has never changed. So we're seeing a lot of Nuggets here. The spread drop. It started at 7.5. Remember, in game 1, game 2, I think it was still 7.5, and then it started to slowly drop after that. So now we're only getting Nuggets +5, and now I'm thinking to myself, this is maybe the time to jump ship. The 6, 7, 7.5 was very, very good. Now we're only at 5, 2-possession game. The Lakers will probably win by at least 4 if they do. So 5 is going to be closer than we wanted. Maybe buy this one up a little bit. I was not expecting this to be 5 right now, to be honest. I would be comfortable Nuggets +6, 6.5. I would definitely be comfortable with that. But now we're 5. It's a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer instead of 2 3-pointers. It's a little more difficult now. I think the Lakers win the game. I think they close out the series tonight. but I think we still have to respect what Denver has done thus far in the playoffs, and they've shown that they can really get it done whenever they want, and when in must-win situations, they really rise to the occasion. They've never shown us in this playoffs that they won't rise to the occasion when it's a must-win scenario. So I think the safest bet here is Nuggets +5. If they lose, they lose, but I think they'll cover the 5. Must-win game. Jokic only scored 16 points, and they lost by 6 last game. We're expecting him to have at least 25 this game, at least 25, and 14 rebounds. I'm putting them at 25 and 14. So we are going to go Nuggets +5 here in a must-win scenario. I mean, I've been saying it this week. We have to stop saying, "Oh, the Clippers are trash." Doc Rivers is trash. Kawhi is trash. We have to start respecting the Nuggets here and saying, "No, Jamal Murray is really good. Jokic is one of the best bigs in the league. Michael Porter Jr. is one of the best bench players in the league. That's why they're winning. So we're gonna give respect to the Nuggets tonight, and we'll have them +5 in our moneymaker. Although I think the Lakers close out tonight, we'll play the points, we'll play the number here. Nuggets +5 in our moneymaker. Alrighty, let's switch to the NFL. I do want to continue talking about Justin Herbert because yesterday we got into it. We watched the first 2 drives in the first quarter, and it was all really a lot of run plays, a lot of dunking by Justin Herbert. And then we watched that last 10-minute fourth quarter drive by the Chargers, and once again, it was a lot of running and dinking and dunking by Justin Herbert. So I do want to look at Justin Herbert's drive because there is some catches I do want to highlight because the man... some of those throws were absolutely pinpoint accurate, and I do want to give him the credit for that. So I do want to go back and watch Justin Herbert film a little bit more today, and then we'll get out of here. I want to talk about the line I switched, or the pick I switched, and I want to talk about Justin Herbert, and then we'll wrap up the show. But first, let's get into the pick I'm going to change. It is one of our 99% guarantee picks, and it is the Sunday Night Football game. It's going to be Saints-Packers. We had Packers +3, but I've been sleeping on this, and I see the Saints coming out revengeful at home. This might be a little bit of a setback for the Packers in this game, and all I can just keep imagining is this game is tied in the fourth quarter and a team is driving for a touchdown to win the game, and I don't want to be either side of that. I don't want to be tie game fourth quarter and we're stressing Packers +3, but they don't have the ball, but Drew Brees is driving. I really see that this game kind of shaping out that way. If it's not a Saints blowout, which I don't think it will be, but I think it could be because Saints, coming off of a nationally televised loss where Drew Brees did not look good in the second half, he could come out and play angry. I do not want to be on the opposite side betting that game, which we were before we switched our pick. We had Packers +3. We would have been on the bad side of an angry Drew Brees. But, this game could also come down to tie 28-28, 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and the Saints have the ball. I don't want to be on either side of those scenarios, and I feel like that one of those scenarios is really going to happen, so I want to stay away from this. This is the Packers' toughest test thus far. They haven't faced a great defense. They faced Minnesota defense week 1, which is absolutely trash, and they faced the Lions defense last week, which it's not that good. It's the Lions coached by Matt Patricia. Come on, it's not going to be that great. So Packers here have to come out to New Orleans. When New Orleans is off a loss, when their defense really kind of lost them the game, committing all those penalties that really benefited Derek Carr and his drives, that's why they were able to kind of do touchdown in the second half, because their offense was committing penalties, killing their drives, and the defense was committing penalties, allowing Derek Carr to continue to drive. So we are going to take this pick off the table. We're no longer taking Packers +3. It's no longer endorsed here by Takes by Fans. It's no longer going to be in our 99% guarantee section, but we do have to fill that pick. We want at least a 3-teamer here in our parlays for Sunday. And am I crazy? I'm switching out Aaron Rodgers +3, right? I'm switching that out for Baker Mayfield minus 7.5. Am I crazy for doing that? I don't think so. I don't feel comfortable with the Packers game anymore. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I really don't. So I'm staying away from it. But the narrative that I kind of want to focus on this week is teams with back-to-back home games I think are really going to benefit here. I mean, one of our locks is Cardinals minus 5.5 at home against the Lions. I mean, Cardinals coming off a back-to-back home game. They were at home last week against Washington. It looked really good. Now they didn't have to travel. They're coming off of a very good win at home. They're going to be cool, calm, collected here in this game. Once again, at home against a subpar Lions team that just got absolutely destroyed by Aaron Rodgers. So they're going to have no confidence coming in. Arizona's feeling good. They were at home all week long, celebrating a win. This is what I want to kind of focus on this week. Teams at home for the second week in a row. Cardinals do it. Seahawks do it, but their circumstances are a little tougher. They had to face the Patriots, and that was that Sunday Night Football, and then they had to face the and then they have to face the Cowboys this week. So I'm gonna stay away from this game, but I do like the Seahawks minus 5 if I had to take it. Colts, once again, back-to-back home games, and I really should be taking the Colts here. I mean, this really should happen, minus 11.5. The Jets really should not put up any points. They should lay the goose egg here tomorrow against the Colts, especially at Indianapolis, especially at the 4:05 start time. Jets are used to playing the 1 o'clock start. They're not used to the 4. They're not going to be ready for the game. They have no weapons, so I do endorse this bet. It's not in our official takes here, but Colts, once again, back-to-back home games, minus 11.5 is scaring me off, but it definitely should happen. Just a little too much to give me. And then that brings us to our pick that we're filling it in. Browns, back-to-back home games. Thursday Night Football, so extra rest this week. They faced the Bengals, and they let Joe Burrow throw 61 times, and they put up 30 points, but they still won by 5. So Washington, a worse quarterback, kind of a worse overall roster. We know Dwayne Haskins cannot drive the field on his own. He needs a turnover for a short field to score, where Baker Mayfield plays very good against not great teams. Washington is a not great team. They're back-to-back homes. They had that extra rest from Thursday. So the more I've been thinking about this Browns, I really, really love this spot here. Minus 7.5. That's what initially kind of chased me off that half a point over the touchdown. Really not a big fan of that. So they have to win by 2 scores. Touchdown, field goal. They have to win by that. So, Browns minus 7.5 is going to be our new pick instead of Packers plus 3. So our 3-teamer for our 99% guarantees is still Patriots minus 5.5, Texans plus 4, and now the Browns minus 7.5. Really kind of falling in love with this as I've been sleeping on the Packers pick, sleeping on these numbers, revisiting these every day. Love the Browns minus 7.5 here. Yeah, is that it? Oh, I want to talk about this one too really quickly. Rams Bills. Now, all right, when we officially locked in our pick, it was Rams plus 2.5. Now it's slowly dropping to Rams plus 1.5. That is definitely scaring me off a little bit, because that means everybody is kind of, oh yeah, Rams are better than Bills. Rams are better than Bills. Hammer it, hammer it. That's why the spread is slowly starting to come down a little bit. But overall, we really just like the Rams straight up in this game. The plus 2.5 really didn't give us too much cushion. Taking that bet, you expect the Rams to win out. You really are not playing, your security of the 2.5 points, because, you score by 7 or 3, 2.5. In most situations, really don't cut anything. Game tied going into the 4th. Bills drive down, field goal, blows the 2.5 up right then and there. So, obviously would have loved to get the Rams plus 3. You could have bought the extra point. It really wouldn't have killed you if you took it at the plus 2.5 to buy it up to 3. But now that it's plus 1.5, you're buying an extra point and a half. Gonna kind of kill you a little bit. Let's see what that actually is. So minus 110 for the Rams plus 1.5. Let's see what it is if they are plus 3. How big does those odds change? I think it's pretty decent actually. Here we go. So, Rams plus 1.5. You put 500 on it, you'd win 455. But if you bought it up to Rams +3, 500 only gets you 340. So you lose about $100 buying that extra 1.5, which is a lot, man. That's kind of killer. So obviously would love the +3 just for this extra added security. Line slowly going down, so definitely get that in as quick as you can for the before it goes down to half or one or even, and then you got no security blanket at all. So just wanted to kind of talk that line out just a little bit because I did see that one falling, and that was really the only one that's really kind of moved here between Thursday and today. So this Chiefs game is slowly creeping up into Chiefs' favor. I think this is a very good, solid bet here. Maybe wait till tomorrow maybe to see if this one goes up to Chiefs +4. If it's Chiefs +4, you hammer that. That is a fantastic bet. I really like Chiefs +3 anyway. Now it's slowly climbing up. This one is a kind of one to be wary of. Maybe Monday morning you kind of check the spread. Oh, it's 4. You place a quick bet at that. Quick bet before it changes back down. So if this one ever gets a Chiefs +4, you have the endorsement to take it and hammer it big. All right, so we're all good on our picks. Everything else is going to be good. Just had to change that one. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, just in case you were following along. I like to put the Sunday's bets on like Saturday. That's why I kind of like to look Thursday, guess Thursday, look Friday, or make our picks Friday, kind of sleep on them a little bit. How am I feeling after a nice night's rest on our picks, and then Saturday we put them in. Sunday morning you kind of are getting into a little bit of a dangerous territory, kind of both ways. It's dangerous because a player could rule themselves out, destroying your pick, or a player on the opposing team that you didn't pick, one of their players goes out, and now you got tremendous value because you've already locked in your pick. So definitely, obviously, a gamble. If you wait till Sunday, maybe kind of better if you wait till Sunday, but try to wait as close as you can till Sunday. I like to do it on Saturday. Obviously, Sunday when you get all the information, 12:30, half hour before kickoff, where everything is kind of known. Try to see where the lines are and then go for it. Obviously, that is a smart play as well. Alrighty, so let's get back to Justin Herbert now. We won't spend too much time on him, but I do want to check out a couple of these touchdown drives. We already checked the first one out, so let's see this second quarter 11 play. Let's see how he's looking here, because we haven't seen a lot from him so far when we've done our film review of him. It's just a lot of run, dink and dunk. Want to see what Justin Herbert's got, because there are some incompletions when I was watching the game live that was just like, whoa, that was really, really inaccurate. Damn, there was no chance of anybody catching that, receiver or defender. So here we go. I forgot the time. Forgot to timestamp it. Alrighty, second quarter, 8:45. Second quarter. 8:45. Here we go. Where are we at? Bingo. Bango. Here we go. Touchdown drive, led by Justin Herbert, hopefully. All right, first play, another run, and it goes for, oh my goodness, what is that, 14 yards? The Chiefs could absolutely not stop the run. Do the Chargers have the best offensive line in the game right now? We've seen them running the ball just all over Kansas City. Once again, run. After a 14-yard gain, they get about 5? Oh my goodness. They are absolutely letting Justin Herbert just feel the game before they throw him in here. Absolutely fantastic. The run is killing the Chiefs right now. The run is absolutely murdering the Chiefs. They run it again. 3 straight runs. And that one picks up 3. That's still good. Now it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, what do you do? Do you trust Justin Herbert here, or do you keep on running? Drop back. Pocket is getting blown up, but look at him. He's able to escape, and he goes for it. Ooh, he takes a big hit there. He took a big hit. Welcome to the NFL, my man. But the Chiefs is the player that got injured on his own hit. You hate to see it. Here we go. Once again, Justin Herbert takes a pop. Damn. He gets up, though. Well done. Well done. While the Chiefs player, let's look at this hit one more time. Shoulder to shoulder, all clean. Damn. That's a big hit. Justin Herbert says, hey, I'm good, though. I'm good. 4th and 1. They go for it, too. Gutsy. I love it. I love the call. Why not? Trust your team. It's only a yard. If you can't get a yard, the running game has been working all day, too. They run it again. They get the first. No worries there. All right. Following the first down, Justin Herbert just quick over the middle. Let the running back do all the work after. That's about 10 yards after the catch. Dink dunk. Oof. Alrighty, here we go. Once again, they're still driving. Justin Herbert has only thrown the ball one time on this drive. Once again, the run game absolutely obliterates the Chiefs' defense. Do the Chargers have the best running game in the league? Am I unaware of this? Austin Eckler, man, he's good. Everybody, I don't know if everybody was tripping when Melvin Gordon was leaving, but we weren't over here. We know Austin Eckler's the real deal. 2nd and 3, hand off again. And look at Austin Eckler. He should have been tackled 2 yards in the backfield. Best running back in the league, Austin Eckler. I'll say it. Hey, what I'm watching right now is absolutely fantastic. We might have to take the Chargers. We might have to put the Chargers on our list. They've got the Panthers. They're -6.5. Is this a good bet? Chargers -6.5. No Christian McCaffrey for the Panthers. Maybe do Chargers -6.5. That could be a good bet. Damn. Right there. Look at this man. Look at this man. Turns just 360s on him. Little reverse there. And then picks up the first when he should have been tackled for a 2-yard loss. I mean, oh my goodness. This is just a methodical. Look, here we go. 7 rushes, 1 pass. They're not using Justin Herbert. They're not just throwing him out there. Wow. A lot of dink and dunk and a lot of running just to help out the young quarterback. I can get behind that. That's a great strategy. Anthony Lynn, fantastic game plan. Last second change. Hey, we're just going to run it. If running is working, we're just going to keep on running. If it's not working, we're just going to dink and dunk to open up the run game. How does that sound, Justin? Sound good? We'll let you throw a touchdown too. Don't worry. We'll get you yours. We'll get you your 300 yards somehow. Play action over the middle. This was one of them. All right, this was the first one that made me go, wow, that was very off target. Back of the end zone pass. Obviously, you want to throw where only your receiver could get it, but this time, here he goes. We're going to get him crossing over the middle here. Buys all the time, sees it open, just gets high on him. Look at how high that throw is. Not even close. I think that's Keenan. Is that Keenan Allen too? Yeah, whew. That man's tall. It's kind of hard to overthrow him. They get offensive holding. Got to back it up a little bit. So even if the pass was on target, would have been called back. Here we go. 2nd and goal. Got to let him throw it here, right? Designed a quick little bubble screen. Goes for 5. He got it out of his hands quickly. Well done. Just a quick throw it. He did hesitate a little bit. Can't do that. Just got to rock with it. That's the play, the bubble screen. Throw it. So a little bit there, hesitation, but he got it there. Picked up a couple. Did its job. 3rd and goal from the 15. I believe he scores it right here. I think he's got a throw here to the corner. Look at that. Beautiful ball. Beautiful ball. Receiver just running right up the sideline there. Perfect. We're going to get a better angle on this. I know it. I know they'll replay the touchdown, but this is a fantastic pass by Herbert right over the defender, back of the end zone where only the receiver could get it. Great route, too, and just kind of, poor coverage. Didn't think he had to extend that far out to the sideline, but he did. So here we go. We're just going to get him. He's just running right up the middle here. Just running right up kind of toward the sideline. Justin Herbert puts it right on him. Throws it over the safety here. Safety freezes. He continues to run. Justin Herbert recognizes it, lofts it over the defender. Beautiful ball. Perfect pass. Well done, Justin Herbert. All right, let's go to his next touchdown drive, because one of his touchdown passes is truly fantastic. Truly. It may have been the first one. Let me check this real quick. How was the first touchdown scored? Nope. Justin Herbert run touchdown. Alrighty, here we go. Where are we at? We just did this one. End of half. Let's watch this. 53 seconds. What went wrong on the drive before halftime? You would like to get, obviously, some points before halftime. 53 seconds is just enough time for the veteran great quarterbacks. So what happened? Why couldn't Justin Herbert do this? This is deep. Not even at their own 10 yet. 52 seconds. Run the ball. Obviously, it's been working so far. So they're just not looking to score here. If anything breaks open, then they've got the timeouts, but they're really not trying to score here, it looks like. Here we go. At the 30, about 25 seconds off the clock to go, kind of 25 yards. Not looking to score here. If something breaks open, then they'll do something, but just dink dunk over the field, waiting for it to happen. I mean, they're kind of close now. Take the timeout. Just dink it down the middle of the field. Let them work. So far, it's been working. 19 seconds. No timeouts for the Chargers, so really can't throw it in the middle of the field. You'll waste too much time. Rolling out. Comes right back to the middle of the field. They're not going to probably be able to clock it at 4 seconds. What do you do here? Here we go. Hail Mary time. Let's see it. Let's see if we get to see Justin Herbert's full arm. Let's see what they call. Chiefs call a timeout. Some stop of play happened. Here we go. He just gets sacked. Potential Hail Mary we won't get to see. Oh, he may have caught him off sides, though. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. The final play now. Do we get to see Justin Herbert's arm? Here we go. Oh, he's looking to throw it. But that's what we get? All right. I wanted to see the fucking cannon. I wanted to see the cannon, except we only get, 30 yards? Whoa, I wanted to see 50, Justin. I wanted to see that 50-yard cannon you got. Damn it. Alrighty, well, just couldn't get into field goal position. A lot of dinking and dunking once again on that drive. Here we go. We'll watch this one. Let's watch his third quarter drives, and then we'll watch his interception drive. So here we go. Third quarter, 12:57. They go and only get a field goal out of this. Why did the drive stall? We gotta see why. 12:57. Here we go. Justin Herbert had 300 yards. Am I correct on that? Because we're not seeing him yet. We are not seeing this 300. And we've watched most of his drives so far. Here we go. 1st and 10. They are up 8. Setup screen. It's well covered. He's just got to throw it away. That's not his fault. That's just a play got blown up. Good decision just to get it out of there. Get the ball out of your hands. Throw it away. Step back. Once again, this isn't that great of a pass. It's way inside where the receiver actually is. And if the defender didn't stumble down here, he could have came back and really easily picked that off. The ball was too far inside. Still got there, still caught it. So we do have to give the man credit. But, dangerous pass, the accuracy, definitely got to sharpen it up a little bit. Look how far he has to kind of come inside for that ball. That ball's got to be on the outside. Once again, Austin Eckler is running the ball. And he's running wild. Absolutely running wild on him. Alrighty, Justin Herbert. Can we see something, please? We haven't seen anything really big from the man yet. How many more drives do we got to watch before we get something? It's a lot of just running the ball. And now Justin Herbert's receivers are going to be open because the Chiefs are playing the run all the time because they're getting absolutely gorged up the middle. They're getting gorged. Gashed. Gorged. Not looking pretty. This Chiefs team cannot stop the run. Truly hurting them. Yep. Oh, look at this. Look how genius this defensive play is, y'all. We got to put this in slow motion. So we're going to get Justin Herbert with the play action. He's going to want to try and jump here. The 40. He wants to throw to 40, but the fantastic defense pushes him, throws off the route. Justin Herbert is panicking now. This is his safety blanket here. He has nobody to throw to downfield, doesn't want to try the throw. Too late to throw it here now. The pressure's already on. Fantastic play there by the defense. Absolutely magnificent. Wow. When you throw off the dink and dunk option of Justin Herbert, he panicked. He panicked there. Wanted to get it out to 40 real quick. Disrupts the route here. Perfect. Disrupts his route. Justin Herbert can't go to him. By the time 40's able to get open, it's already too late. Number 51 defender is already all over Justin Herbert. So very, very well done there. Very well done. Woo! Wow. Alrighty, 2nd and 24 now. Justin Herbert, we know you get a field goal out of this. We know you can pick up the first. So how did you do it? Well done. Nice little seam. Got it right on him. Pretty good pass. Confident pass. One step back, drop, boom, let it go. They pick up 10 there. They pick up 16. Very well done. Now 3rd and 10. Definitely 3rd and manageable. Can definitely pick this up. No worries. Let's see what he does. Ooh. That's caught. Wow. We've got to see a different angle on this one, right? Here we go. Keenan Allen just comes across the middle. Tyrann Mathieu almost in perfect position, but he is short. That is his one downfall. Look at this. That should have been tipped. Holy cow. I mean, we have to give Justin Herbert credit because in this reality, the ball was caught. But in a different reality, if Tyrann Mathieu was an inch taller, that would have been tipped. Wow. Wow. Ah, wow. Woof. Tyrann Mathieu thought he played it perfectly. Here he is, number 32. It's just absolutely crazy how close that was. That probably grazed the fingertips, but just not enough to really kind of ruin the trajectory of the ball. But, yeah, Justin Herbert kind of got away with one there, but still looked good. Damn, that was close. 50-50 ball that went Justin Herbert's way. Well done. A little wide on this one by Justin Herbert. Once again, the previous ball probably should have been tipped. This one uncatchable. Just too much inside. But once again, gave his receiver a chance, so I can live with that. That wasn't going to be intercepted, so it was either going to be incomplete or a completion. That's it. Those were the two options. There wasn't that bad third option of a potential pick there, so definitely can live with that throw. Good throw. Gave his receiver a chance. That's all I ask for. Once again, on this drive, 3 rushes, 6 passes, but the passes haven't been anything special. Really only one that was kind of completed for good yardage. Once again, run the ball. Off tackle. Justin Herbert throws, stepping, falling back. Never a good throw, but was just throwing it out of bounds. Got to set your feet when you throw, or that is recipe for interceptions. In this drive, stalls and only ends in a field goal. So let's watch his interception drive now. How bad was this pick? How bad was the pick? That's what we all want to know. Here we go. 6-play drive starting at 3:07. Let's get this queued up here. Third quarter, 3:07. Interception drive by Justin Herbert. His fault or not his fault? 'Tis the question, and we will have the answer. Here we go. Once again, starting deep in their own territory, not even at their own 20. Once again, just running the ball. Running the ball picks up 5-2. So why wouldn't you keep running the ball? They don't need Justin Herbert to win us the game. They don't need Justin Herbert to do what Joe Burrow did on Thursday night and throw the ball 61 times. Don't need that little speed option there. And once again, it works. Picks up about 10 again. Jeez. Every time Austin Eckler touches the ball, that's a 10-yard gain, y'all. Damn. Alrighty, 1st and 10. They picked up the first. Once again, I mean, kind of a rushing play, that speed option. Justin Herbert probably wasn't going to keep that. I don't know if he's fast enough to kind of keep the speed option. But running the ball, keeping the Chiefs off the field, this is a good game plan. I'm not knocking the game plan. I just want to see Justin Herbert. I'm not seeing the 311 yards that he put up on the stat line. Dink and dunk over the field. Let the receiver run. Look at all these extra yards that the receiver is getting Justin Herbert. That's a 5-yard dink that should have been kind of wrapped up right there. (17 of 27 for 273 yards at this point in the game. So he picks up another 40 yards in the fourth quarter. That's not that great. 40 yards passing in the fourth quarter. Not perfect. Not perfect. That long 10-minute drive we saw, that was in the fourth quarter. That was all runs. All runs. Here we go. Another reverse misdirection. Let the run game carry us. Not letting the rookie quarterback his first start carry us. Not a lot to really gauge from Justin Herbert so far. Play action, 2nd and 2. Escapes the pressure, uses his legs. No, lets it fly. Trusts his arm, and it's picked. Oh, why did you not see? This is poor decision making. Look at this. He's got all room to run here. There's one defender. He's about right here. If you can see where my mouse is, he's just off screen here. He's right here. He's going to be kind of watching Justin Herbert this entire time. But go pick up the first. It's 2nd and 2. Pick up the first. You're throwing it back across the body in the middle of the field in triple coverage, man. Just pick up the first. Pick up the first with your legs. You run the speed option to prove, to kind of, am I going to keep it or am I going to hand it off? But now going into this week, they know you're not going to run it. You didn't run on 2nd and 2 with wide open. Why are you going to keep the read option? Why are you going to keep the speed option? So now they're just going to play the running back this week. Justin Herbert, not a good decision there. Not a good decision there. Woo, that was really awful. Wow. That was worse than I imagined it would be. That was worse than I imagined it would be. Wow. Not great. Alrighty, where the hell is this Justin Herbert touchdown pass? We watched this one, right? I thought there was a different one kind of like in the corner of the end zone. Got it down close. Was it this first drive here? Did we already watch it? Alrighty, let's see if it's here. Let's go back to this drive real quick. But yeah, really not seeing where this 311 yards came from. Really not seeing that. Yeah, it must have just been on this first drive. 9-yard run. 35-yard pass. This is kind of where a lot of yards came from. You take these 35 yards off, and now we're looking at, 270, 280? I'm just trying to, think about where these yards came from, because literally every drive we watched so far, it was literally run game. Run game, dink, 5-yard pass that broke out to 15. So definitely inflated numbers just a little bit by Justin Herbert. We're not going to knock him too much. Obviously, 311 yards is 311 yards. I mean, we can't really take away from that. 22 of 33 is pretty good for your first game. Touchdown interception is pretty good for your first game, although the interception looked very, very ugly. So it's going to be tough to pick this Chargers game. Didn't see a lot from Justin Herbert that we liked. Definitely liked the Chargers running game, and I think that they could probably run all over Carolina once again, back-to-back weeks at home. I like the narrative going into this week, but I don't like the question mark of Justin Herbert. He is going to play this week. He is going to be the starter for the rest of the season. But yeah, just kind of not feeling the 6.5. I think this is way too much, even at home for the Chargers. Ooh, Carolina, Teddy Bridgewater is good. Yes, they don't have Christian McCaffrey. That is definitely going to hurt them a lot. That's basically all they've got offensively. But still, not ready just to trust Justin Herbert just quite yet. So definitely going to stay away from this line. This is a lot of wild cards in my opinion. And 6.5 for a lot of red flags, question marks in my mind. We stay away from it. So overall, not too impressed by Justin Herbert quite yet. Lot of questionable reads, that interception, couple of questionable throws as well. Not really on target on those 11 incompletions. Very high off the mark. But obviously a promising career. If you can almost go and beat the Chiefs your first game, we have to give you a little bit of credit regardless of what you did. Alrighty, that is going to do it today for us at Takes by Fans. We will be back tomorrow, noon Eastern, just to kind of round out everything that we've talked about this week about the NFL. We'll go through all the games, kind of reiterate those points that I want to kind of hammer home, so we have something on the record for Monday when we kind of start going over what actually happened, get all of our final thoughts out. Maybe last minute good picks that we want to get in right before that 1 o'clock deadline. So we will have all of that tomorrow, noon Eastern at twitch.tv/takesbyfans, or you just go to the website, takesbyfans.com. It's got everything there, the links to watch, everything we do every day here at Takes by Fans. So thanks for watching. We will be back tomorrow, noon Eastern, and we will see you then.